I like your pussy.
That's how we're starting.
Yeah.
We're just gonna start right there. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
That's a joke.
I'm joined with Xavier and Zarky.
Hello.
For this week's Q&A cast for you guys.
What I'd like to say to people.
So our first question is, what is something you wish you could say to people but can't?
I just want to be blunt. I just like to be blunt.
Like if you can just be like brutally honest and not look like a huge
Yes.
dick.
Not
Yes.
about looking like a dick. It's like not regretting it.
Yeah. Like I fucking hate it when it's like I'll have something in my teeth and no one says anything until like 2 hours after like we've already ate, and then it's like, hey, I have something in your teeth. I'm like, what the fuck didn't you tell me sooner? I got a fucking whole piece of broccoli in my mouth.
Just one big tree in your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, just one big ass tree.
No one fucking told me nothing. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, they don't want to be a dick, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
just fucking tell me.
I don't think that's being a dick. That's more like, I mean, in my eyes, I see it like, oh, hey, dude, you got something in your mouth, and like, it's more like,
It's
oh,
called
hey,
a dick.
like, I don't know, I'm like blanking on the term right now. It's like, I'm just giving. I think it's a kind gesture. It's like, oh, hey, like blah
Yeah,
blah.
but no one does it.
Yeah.
Apparently not. Yeah, mine would be something along the lines of that too, because I just hate being like, I hate when people pussyfoot around the fucking like whatever they're trying to say. I'm like, dude, just fucking say it. Like, fuck, come on now.
Yeah, I want people to get to the point.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next question.
Quit announcing it. Just go for it.
Peter R wants to know which one of us has the largest penis.
Obviously, Kelsey.
Chelsea, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. That just makes the most sense.
Her fucking whale cock is like, goddamn.
Parts of the Red Sea.
Just fucking waves the hand.
Yeah. Well, next question.
Next question.
Yeah, this is like, that wasn't much of a question. It's just like, hey, just tell the statement. Who's got the bigger penis?
Do you guys have a favorite article of clothing?
Yeah, I
Name brand?
guess I like fucking boxer briefs.
Dude, fucking boxer briefs kick ass.
My hats. Recently, I just started like trying to get
Oh,
as
yeah.
many hats as I can.
Hats are pretty nice too. I've been getting into hats.
My head's too big. I can't fit in hats.
Yeah. What about
Man,
you,
just-
Jacob? Your
just-
socks, your holy socks.
I'm literally barefoot all the time. I never put on socks. Like
Yeah, man,
I hate the feeling of having socks on my feet. Like these guys know, whenever I go to Xavier's, it's like one of the first things I do.
Slap them off, take them off.
And then like I hate it so
I feel
much.
like-
I have like these really thick calluses on my feet. In fact, hold on. Can you guys?
Oh no, he's gonna take a picture.
Can you hear that shit?
Oh, he's taking photos.
Can you hear that?
Wait, what?
That's my callus.
Can you hear that? That's me scratching my dick. I mean my balls.
You scratch it really hard. Got some fucking hard fucking calloused up balls.
Yeah, dude, it's the worst.
They get fucking itchy.
You get
I
really
used-
itchy.
I used to be barefooted back in my old place where I used to live. And then I moved here to my current spot, and I got something on like my toe. I thought at first I thought it was like athlete's foot, but I was like, that's weird. And then it just kept growing, and then I was like, all right, I'm kind of panicking now. What the fuck do I do? Where's the medicine? What should I buy? But like slowly, I had to like, I sliced it off, and like it didn't grow back. So I was like, all right, I think I'm good now. It fucking
That's
hurts, dude.
disgusting. We're
It
talking
hurt.
about clothing here.
But we're talking about foot and just now. So
Alright,
I mean, granted, it is a bit too much information, but you know what?
That's really gross.
this would almost be better with Edwin. I feel like this is aimed toward Edwin. But
Yeah,
we can just
yeah,
ask him
Edwin
again
would
later.
Fucking say shoes, man.
Roger R wants to know, hey guys, what do you guys think of fan service? Is it good or bad?
I hate it.
Have you ever watched something because of the fan service,
No.
but ended up sticking around for other reasons?
I feel like fan service has ruined it for me.
He's not wrong.
Uh,
I only watch old anime because, like, the fan service isn't as bad in there.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, like, I remember
There were genuine
when,
proportions.
when me and my brother were watching, what were we watching? We were watching like Gurren Lagann, and my brother's girlfriend was like, "You guys watch anime? That shit's like weird." Well, she didn't say that because she didn't swear, but she was like, "Isn't that stuff for like, you know, pervs?" And we were like, "No." And then fucking Yoko walks in the screen, and we're like, "Hey, get out of here!"
It's like, go on, get out of here, go.
Be free.
And it's fucking hard to explain, like, no, it's cool, I swear. Because so many people just look at it for fucking tits.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be over here like, no, Cowboy Bebop is really cool, and then they Google anime, and the first thing that pops up is fucking Monster Musume. And it's like, fuck, how am I supposed to, like, argue that?
I wanna look that up right now. I'm gonna Google anime and see which one pops up first.
I'm gonna Google anime as well.
Wait. Sorry.
It's
It's just Dragon Ball right now. It's just all Dragon
oh,
Ball Z.
okay.
That's mine. Probably because I look up Fighter Z shit all the time.
I can't.
Started.
Yeah, I know. I can't get out of the thing.
They're not doing anything
Probably,
inside, guys.
we
Shut
should
up.
probably also announce right now that we're Zig Zero and I are playing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Blur that up. Blur
Yeah,
it.
I will.
Oh yeah. We're playing a hentai game.
I
Very
think,
sexy.
I don't know, fan service might be able to help, but I feel like it's done more bad than it has good.
I think it depends. I think it's like chaotic neutral. Like,
Who has the
if you
biggest
get some
dick? We all said it
DOA
was you.
fans, like let's say there's like no plot whatsoever and there's like fan service, you're like, oh fuck, like this is either it's bad or like titty because I don't have any other thing in this anime, or it has a good plot and titty, which makes it like
Damn,
chaotic
this
good.
guy trying to talk. Yeah, I've it's really like pushed me away from like
Current
watching
anime.
anime recently.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
It's just not my cup of tea. I want that friendship shit back. Come on,
You want
Yeah,
your fucking
man.
shonen.
how am I showing it?
Like, the only thing I can maybe think of was, like, we kind of now get, like, weird, funny fan service things, like, whatchamacallit, the fucking butt pilot mechs.
Yeah, and then there's the one where it's like, oh yeah, a world without lewdness, and then they have like a little anarchy thing for lewd. Like, I get it's funny, but I really don't give a shit.
Yeah. But I feel we'll talk about that again with Edwin, see what he thinks. I feel like he's good. He'd have some
Oh
insight.
yeah, that's a
on
definitely
anime.
I'm
question.
pretty sure he'll say something along the lines of, yeah, it's alright.
It's not great. It's not bad. Just like.
I mean, I could live with it, I guess.
And we actually have one that has to do with video games. Yeah, look at
Whoa.
What the fuck?
that. Yeah.
We're a video game channel?
No, dude, we're make your life better channel.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna even fucking try. I'm gonna offend people. What do you guys think of the term Souls-like? I feel like a lot of video games have been using the term Souls-like game, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it.
You could literally like,
You mean a JRPG
Probably-
game?
you could probably like redefine it as a different genre, but not. I feel like Souls-like is strange to call something like that. Like they could use the genre that the Souls games uses and
Which-
mix them together.
Which is like what, RPG?
Action
RPG,
RPG,
action
mixed in with high stakes.
High
Not high
stakes action
stakes, but-
RPG,
Yeah,
something like that.
something like that.
Uh,
Because I feel I can understand why people would call something Souls-like, because that's way easier than saying high stakes action RPG. But
like I can't really even think of too many Souls-like games. I mean, there's like
There's a couple.
Momodora Over the Moon, Reverie Over the Moonlight.
Neo.
Yeah, Neo. Salt and Sanctuary.
Let It Die, right?
Let It Die, kinda, yeah. But I feel like
There's
this
quite a
question
bit out
is
there.
mostly referring to like how people are like, yeah, Cuphead is the Dark Souls of fucking stupid.
Yeah, okay, then like,
Platformers.
that's
Like,
dumb.
I feel like that's stupid. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's lazy writing.
I feel like they write, but also like there's some games they call like Souls-like that aren't the same.
Like Cuphead.
Yeah, it's definitely not Souls-like. There's like bad at games, me included.
Same. I bought
It's
the
not-
game. It's really hard.
No, but I think like Souls-like should be for games like you could say like, oh, that one. I mean, like, what is it? Salt and
Sanctuary and Neo.
Salt and Sanctuary, Neo.
Anything where
like,
killing enemies
Bloodborne
gets you
is-
experience that you lose when you die.
yeah,
that's what I go
Cuphead's
for,
not
which
really
is
that. You
Souls-like.
keep like everything.
Yeah.
You just have to redo the level. It's just like you shouldn't say Souls like in just terms of like a hard game because like difficulty scales for everyone and like people really need to stop circle jerking. They can beat a Dark Souls game in like 2018.
Same person. Sorry again, because I don't know how to fucking say your name.
What? Why don't you pronounce it? Why don't you write it in the chat?
Oh my god. Alright. Fucking...
Just try at least.
Hold on, this shit's on my phone.
Oh shit. I mean, what?
Let's go.
While I'm fucking type this shit. How do you feel about DLC and season passes becoming more prevalent and also more expensive?
Honestly,
Depends on the game.
I don't mind. Yeah, that too. I don't mind because I it's just more content. Yeah, sure. People can argue that it should have came out with the game when it first comes out, but like,
Part of it is that like what game companies are doing now is they have their DLC for the launch. I mean, they have their whatchamacallit. They have a budget. There you go. That's the word I was thinking of for the game itself, and also a budget for the DLC.
yeah.
Plus, I mean, like, wouldn't you want to play that like X character that you really like again? Like, play more of his story, or like, continue like a different story that was like was talked about.
Yeah.
Sort of like in Assassin's
Like-
Creed, where like,
Yeah.
they like cut out certain parts. They're like, oh, we can't access these memories. But then like, I'm specifically talking about like Assassin's Creed 2. It's like
Mhm.
it had more like DLC for him, and I was like, damn, this is badass. I love this guy. Love Ezio.
Also, in Final Fantasy, it really helped shape the characters.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. Oh my god, man, made me love Prompto even more. Gladio, Ignis,
Honto's really great.
fucking badass.
What about you, Jacob? Did you put your 2 cents?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't
I
mind.
definitely feel like it depends on the game. Like when it comes to stuff where it almost feels like I feel like it's kind of weird to put into words. Here's the name, by the way.
Enoch Igner. That's my attempt at it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Maybe like Enoch
I am not a cultured man.
and Enoch Lagner, like Largner. I don't know if that's an L or an I. No, I think it's an I. Cause
It's an I.
capital, yeah. Anyway, like I'm trying to think of like a bad example of DLC going wrong.
Gosh, dead or alive costumes.
No, because in my argument, cosmetics are purely fine. You have as many cosmetics as you want. I don't give a shit. Cosmetic DLC, I don't need to pay for. It doesn't affect. The
I
game,
guess
don't
like
give a
something
shit.
like phone DLC where you pay for materials.
Mm,
Does that count?
yeah, but that's also not too bad. Only if it's like super fucking money grubby mobile version. Like I feel like fighting games like walk the fine line. Because I know I'm the kind of person who doesn't mind paying the money. Because I like fighting games and will support the FGC forever. But like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, I think is a little bit much.
Yeah.
Like $35 for 8 characters.
Jeez.
I mean, it's better than the Tekken one
Yeah, because the Tekken one is what, $30 for 4?
for 2 characters.
Damn.
Isn't it 3?
I'm
'Cause,
really glad I only
Eliza
bought
too.
Octus then.
I guess it's 3, but
But still,
you could have gone there from pre-ordering.
yeah.
No, terrible. I mean, like not that's
At the
terrible.
very
like
least,
the,
it also comes with like costumes and stuff. The season pass for Tekken.
that's not bad. I
Yeah.
guess.
I like it a lot because it comes with Idolmaster costumes. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I mean, here's the Dishonored franchise. Like, I still haven't played Marker the Outsider, which is like a standalone game for one of the like side characters that you that helps you in the story. But like to me, that seemed a bit like money grubbing because like they could totally made a DLC, but they like charged full price for it. And I'm not even sure how long that game is.
Maybe to an extent, I can say Final Fantasy 15, because like I hear that the DLCs are really good and worth the money, but I've also heard a lot of people say like, I kind of wish this is just part of the game and we could have got something else for DLC, because like this is like, if you don't do the DLC, then you're not gonna have like the same experience.
Yeah, but I mean, like the Windows version of this, like
Came with everything.
yeah, it came with everything,
Yeah.
and then that's like super glad for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been pretty confusing had we not had it.
We've just been wondering like, where did Gladio go? What's it
How'd that happen to Ignis? I don't know.
Why is Prompto gone? Why did he do that?
Hey.
Why does that barcode work?
Here's a question.
How
for
does it
Zaki.
work?
I think Day 1 DLC sucks.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you guys say that?
Look
Because
at
like
you,
Eliza.
we said something like that,
Eliza,
but
whatever her name is.
Day 1 DLC is garbage. I don't think DLC is bad, but I think DLC for like gameplay features is like bad. Like Fallout wasn't their DLC wasn't necessarily bad, but the stuff they provided in the DLC for Fallout 4, like for the price, wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
That's a good
on top
example.
of it, if you
That's a
bought
really
it when
good
it came
example.
out, you get fucked because it was all on sale later.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, what the fuck are
Same.
they doing at buying it at full price? And then you go back and you're like,
Ooh.
I'll keep it on to like that.
damn. I don't know. It's
Not gonna lie,
depends.
it's
It definitely depends. Like, some games having DLC is definitely not bad. It's like a good thing. Games, that don't have a lot of content, like to begin with,
See,
like
it's a
in
great
real life, like fighting games, like cosmetics or like
I think cosmetics
No.
are perfectly fine.
cosmetics in games, whatever. Even like Persona 5, you get like new personas, like whatever from DLC.
Yeah.
But like you can't like make it.
They're not even good.
Day 1 DLC is not fair, and neither is like ones that would like enhance your gameplay to a certain extent. Like, God, I'm trying to think of something very very specific.
I'm not a fan of like Call of Duty map packs.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
those are bullshit.
Like my only
'cause-
experience was like, I think Black Ops 1, 2, or 3. I don't fucking know which one we played. But it was like, hey, we were playing together, but I can't like we would queue together, and I would get booted from like the search if like Menendez searched because he had the DLC and I didn't. So when you guys found a game, I would just get booted. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I not with you guys? And they're like, oh, we're on the DLC map. So they had to fucking turn off the DLC search thing. Or like make sure to
Then it,
exclude
like,
the
makes
DLC
it
maps. And it's like,
Not
it's
as fun
fucked
for
up,
the
that's
people
annoying.
who bought it.
Yeah.
I think
I didn't know
definitely
actually.
Xavier and I were talking about the Sims 4 thing, which I know why people are mad about it, but it's like whatever. Having like a DLC that should have been included in the main pets, like they basically added small animals and like different breeds of animals. Like when usually a stuff pack is basically like furniture and like recolors and clothing. So like, but to add something that some other people wanted. The reason I was complaining to Xavier about it is because the person who wrote the article was like, wow, I didn't even know it was for pets. I didn't know you have to have pets. And I'm like, it says it on the page, so I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, nerd. But yeah, I don't think you should be like cucked out of things that should have been included in the main game. And or like fixes and stuff like that.
Like what's it called? I go thrift shopping, so I found like little knickknacks that I'm like, oh man, this is amazing. I wish I had this when it actually came out. But alright, so anyways, I've seen like Sims 2, and I always see like the DLC expansions. I'm like, damn, dude, even like when it's the older games, they still like just put out a shit ton of things. just
Yeah.
for Sims like nightlife and then college life. And I'm like, dude, who the? And then I
Well, at one
questioned it
point they
too.
gave The Sims 2 stuff for free.
Yeah.
Did they? Okay,
Hmm.
Yeah,
but
I grabbed
but
that.
like
Which
like,
the people who bought it, but yeah.
yeah, what's it called? Then my next follow up question is always like, damn, someone at near this college bought all this shit and just fucking gave it away because they're done with it.
Oh no, it's all of us. Zerky, you've mentioned that you work at a bar. Not. What's the drink that you ended up serving the most? As someone who's new to drinking, I'm interested in trying out a new drink. What is your favorite drink, and what do you guys go to for your go-to drinks?
If you like piñas and colada, I'm getting caught
in the rain.
Getting cock in the rain.
Getting cock in the rain, yes.
Yeah, you know I love getting cock in the rain.
So I want to point out, I was working at the bar before we started making like mixed drinks. So like, Manhattans, fucking
I gotta go look up
tequila
names
sunrise,
of
but
these
tequila
drinks.
sunrise is just basically fucking orange juice and tequila. So I'm much more of a bourbon and rye kind of man, with AKA whiskey. So my recommendation for a rye would be the Templeton rye, and
Well,
if not,
he's
a Buffalo
new. I don't think
Trace.
he should start on the hard spirits.
if you want to,
That's what I started
honestly,
on.
it's
That's also
honestly
what I
just
started
all-
on.
Yeah, dude. Fucking grab the bottle, boom. All right, we're
Uh.
drinking. Oh shit. But okay. So drinking is definitely an acquired taste. You have to like, you're
You'd have
slowly
to
like,
seek it out.
I'd highly recommend, like, if you go out with your friends,
mean,
just testing out like maybe one or two drinks
I
every
feel
time.
like anyone can get into soju.
Yeah.
Did you want to
Anyone can definitely get
that
into
a little
soju.
bit?
What?
What that is a little bit?
soju.
Oh,
It's,
okay. So it's like a Korean alcoholic drink, but it's like if you've ever had those yogurt drinks that they had at the store, like Yakult or whatever.
Mm.
They kind of
Yeah, the little tiny bottle ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Those.
Those.
Yeah,
Um.
hello, Kath. We're talking
but,
about our favorite mixed drinks in this
Like-
Q&A cast.
Alcoholic mixed drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our friend Roger just turned 21 and is new to drinking and interested in getting in, and wants to know what our favorite drinks are.
An AMF. No, I'm kidding. Don't drink that.
Irish car bomb.
Jaeger
Don't
bomb.
have that.
Anything with a
How
bomb.
about-
in it.
Whatever you do, don't have that.
Have a
Anything that just
mojito.
has is
You know,
like
fuck
hell
yourself.
of alcohol just poured into it. Like, don't drink that first.
Just have a mojito, man. Chill out.
Yeah, mojitos
Mojitos-
are nice.
A Bloody
It's just
Mary?
the champagne and orange.
Isn't it like mint and fucking lime a mojito?
Mint, lime.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of mimosa.
Oh,
Yeah, mojito's got like lime.
it's like a refreshing drink, a mojito.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
myself am learned off my grandma when I turned like of legal drinking age was like, here, drink this, and it was just like raw whiskey, and I was like, so I'm partial to like things like an old fashioned, which is just like whiskey, an orange slice, and like a big ass ice cube. My
rum and
go-to
Coke.
is a Cuba Libre. I don't know what the fuck is in that, but I like those. Fucking 7 and 7s, which I don't know what the other 7 alcoholic drinks are, and combined with 7-Up, and that's pretty good. It tastes really shitty, I should say, but it's one of those things where like all of my family is like,
here's,
that's
like,
a
a little
disgusting
quick-
drink, you shouldn't drink it, but I drink it and I'm like, hey, this is pretty good, and they're like, stop being weird, Jacob, and I'm like, okay.
What about that arrogant bastard shit we drank?
Oh, another good starting one is like a gin and tonic.
Honestly, here's the thing: you can throw any alcoholic beverage into any like Coke, Sprite,
And it's pretty
Um,
good.
and yeah, they're pretty good.
I had Desirano with Coke, and it's pretty alright.
Oh, and Long Island iced tea. You get fucked up on that shit, though. Be careful.
Yes.
That's because you don't know it's bad for you.
You drink a Long Island iced tea, and like a well-made one doesn't taste like alcohol. But that
It's the
shit's
same
got
for
fucking,
soju, dude.
That shit's got like tequila and shit in it. It'll fuck you up. I'm trying to remember.
But
There's
like
something.
I want to go back to what you said earlier. It's like when you go out with your friends and to a bar, just
Try stuff out.
just ask the bartender or whoever it is, like if they're not busy. If you don't be an asshole and do it when they're busy.
Yeah.
But when they're not busy, just be like, hey, can I try so and so? Can I try a Negro Modelo or Avery Espanol? Do that.
Can I try some of those?
But don't go more than 3. More than 3, stop. You're gonna be an asshole.
Don't be a dick.
I'm trying to remember the name of
I
the
feel
joke.
like a dick when I just even ask for one. I'm like, I'm sorry, but can I get a taste of it?
What?
Let me get a little
Yeah.
sippy sip.
I actually had this the other day when I went to fucking Universal. It's vodka and like this weird coffee shit and like cream.
Damn, this dude's rich. He can buy alcohol at an amusement park.
My dad wanted
It's
to
like
get me
$20,
something.
man. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, it was only
That's
like
okay.
$12.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
I really liked it. And I don't know what it's called. But yeah, all it is like vodka, the shit that tastes like coffee, and like just like heavy whipping cream or something. It's pretty
I'm
good.
gonna down the rest of this Bacardi right now.
Whatever that is called. Bacardi. It's Kelsey's, I guess, go-to.
Yeah.
That's not a mixed drink.
All I know about it is that you have to party.
Get the
With
party
it?
hardy.
Already on a budget. It's like
Uh,
$9.
Yeah, but that was
I blocked. I mean, I parried.
That was
What
a
the
good
fuck?
No, that was a parry. That was a unblockable.
Alright, not to cut anybody off, but we're trying to get through questions here.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Next question is, what is a song? Oh, excuse me. Carter wants to know what songs that you guys always listen to when they come on, or that completely mesmerize you.
Dude,
I don't know about
fucking
Mesmerize.
I Know Me by
Sweet Home
Amazarashi.
Alabama.
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh shit!
I don't want to hear that song again.
You're gonna hear it again. Lately, he hasn't been playing it, so
It's
we've
gonna
been
play
saying,
at you in Xavier's wedding in Final Fantasy 14.
"Oh, dude."
No, absolutely fucking not. I will leave my own wedding. No, do it at my wedding IRL. Fuck my life.
I will. I mean, I'll
Okay,
fucking hide.
okay,
I'll
it's
hide
time
that
for the
goddamn
couples
speaker.
dance. It's time for the dance between the husband and wife. And then it like starts out as like a nice like normal thing, and then it's like.
Turn it up.
Oh, dude, you know what? After that song, I'll play that one Mexican song. The.
Anyway, there is a song in my playlist.
I don't know
that
why I chose her.
Whenever I hear it, I usually kind of just stop what I'm doing and listen to it. It's
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite songs. It's called Lakeside Park by Rush. It's from their Corrosive Steel album, which is a pretty badass album. You should go listen to it. But yeah, Lakeside Park is just a really good song. I don't know. I like it a lot. What about you guys?
It honestly
I don't know.
varies. It's like,
I have a lot of songs.
yeah.
Just the first one that comes to your mind, then.
Well, recently I've just been listening to Rex Orange County.
Nice. nice.
Oh,
It's Best Friend by Rex Orange County. But lately I've also just been like browsing around YouTube, and I'm just in one of those live stream radio channels, and I'm just listening to like jazz and bossa nova on the side whenever I'm like on.
Nice.
Oh, she's like a internet artist. Her artist name is Limbo, and one of her songs is called Airplane Mode, and it just has such like calm and catchy like tone. I'm like always like jamming out to it when I hear it when it pops up.
He's rocking out with his cock out.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Limbo.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Kelsey? Huh?
I already said it at the very beginning, but Ano Me by Amazarashi.
I did not once hear you say that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it, but it's
I
fine.
said it like really quiet.
I'll bass boost it really high, don't worry.
But I'll like anything by
Wait.
Amazarashi I'll listen to. Also, what's that song?
Is that the fucking Jurassic Park theme song?
It's
No.
One OK Rock, Kagero.
Yeah.
Kagero Days.
That's a
whatever.
good song, but Amazurashi definitely, I will listen to any Amazurashi song like 5 million times and not do anything during.
While we're on the subject of music, is there any one song that is either really old or really unpopular that you guys really just get a kick out of?
Really unpopular.
Or
Obscure the aftermath.
Or are embarrassed to hear? Or to admit that you like, excuse me.
Here, I got one for you. It's called Nookie by Limp Bizkit.
Oh god, for me it's this
Oh,
fucking...
for some reason I thought you said game, that's why I said Obscure the Aftermath. I was like, what the fuck?
There's this
Just
one
cut that
fucking
out,
song.
please.
I will.
No, don't cut that out.
And I'll put it back in.
Yeah, just put it back. Just put it in 3 times.
Yeah. For me, there's this one song. It's like from 2005 or some shit. Ah, fuck, what's the name of it? And it's Everything Is Alright by Motion City Soundtrack. I don't even know if you guys have heard of them.
No.
Sounds familiar.
Anyway, they're a dumb 2005 band, and they're stupid. And I hate that I like that song as much as I do.
I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie.
Stick it up, yo, yeah! Stick it up, yo, yeah!
Yo, yeah.
I don't have any songs I'm embarrassed to like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm not embarrassed by it, but it is
I
obscure.
got one for you, Zaki. Friday
What?
by Rebecca Black.
Oh my gosh. I don't even listen to it. I've never even heard it completely. Like, I've heard the first 30 seconds, that's it. That's all I've ever heard of it.
I've heard it completely. That shit was my jam.
What's it called? It's by Gangstar and shoot, I forgot the name of it, but it was in Dave Mara BMX hashtag RIP Dave Mara BMX Freestyle 2, and it was one of their songs. But I just love that song because when I first heard it, I was like, damn, this shit's badass.
No.
Like,
I don't know what unpopular thing I don't like, or
Yeah.
what unpopular thing I like. I have no clue.
Well, another music question's in here. Who is your go-to band or artist when you can't decide on something to listen to?
One OK Rock.
When I don't introduce who asked the question, it's because they put their name as anonymous.
One OK Rock. Or I guess in Japanese that'd be pronounced 1 o'clock. Because I remember going to one of their concerts and they're like, "What time is it?" And I'm like, "I don't know, shit, what?" And they're like, 1 o'clock. And I'm like, "Wait, that's what their name means?" Yeah, that was a fucking treat. That's my go-to band.
For me, I have a playlist I always jump into. It's my summer night dance jams, and it's basically like 80s like club and dance music.
hey, that's pretty good.
Like you guys, you guys listen to it on the road trip. It's got like the fucking song from Double Dragon Neon. I always fucking put in the podcast. You're Not Good Enough by Blood Orange.
I don't want to I don't want to sidetrack the Q&A, but
Flock of Seagulls. It's just like a bunch of shit like that. Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I listen to it still.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I forgot we left the fucking CDs in your car. What's it called? It really depends on what mood I am. Like, if I'm having a shitty day, then I'll put like something not grungy, but like something really slow and like calming or whatever. Right now the band that's popping up in my head is The Neighborhood with their fucking Sweater Weather song. Because they're like, I believe they're like a California band, so of course it's like I fucking love that song.
By Kelsey.
Uchida Hikaru. And
When you walk.
Point.
You do hear me say? Please. Don't go!
Xavier's beating my ass because I'm laughing.
And or
I'm not,
like
you're winning.
the fucking Nier soundtrack, I guess.
Oh, that's a good one.
I tried listening
What,
to the
Amy
Nier
Evans?
soundtrack in Wait, what?
Emmy Evans.
Yeah, but I do like the Drakengard 3 soundtrack too.
I put away my sword for a second. But yeah, that's it.
What else we got? What do you guys consider the most annoying questions that people ask you?
This one. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Fucking Taylor C.
I'm so fucking popular that I always get asked this question.
You fucking annoying ass little bitch.
Question.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you.
How's the weather up there?
I don't.
For me, it's the fucking shit where like, as soon as people realize that I'm an author, they're like, so what do you write about? And it's like, oh god damn it, I write about a lot of shit. Like,
I write about
it's such
me,
like a broad
fucking your
shit.
mom.
Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's such a dumb question to ask. But like, no one gets it because no one writes books.
The most people do is just write essays,
Yeah.
and even then, those essays are like last-minute essays.
And then people will
Except
be
for,
like,
like, the people
how
who read
long
it.
is your book? And I'll be like, oh, it's about 40,000 words. And they're like, huh? How many pages is that?
And you're like, have you ever read a book before?
And then I shit you not, I'm always like, that's like 2 Harry Potters. And then they're like, oh. And they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, hang on. You can't just say it's just like Harry Potter because
No,
the
I
first
say it's
two
like,
Harry
Says the length of 2 Harry Potters.
yeah, that's what I say. And people are like, oh, okay. And they understand. Because people are stupid.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, I hate that question. Don't ask me what I'm writing about. Ask me specific things.
Hey, Jacob.
I'm gonna fucking, no.
He's gonna block you.
What do you guys think everyone should do at least once in their life?
Wait,
Work
the other
retail.
people didn't even finish the question.
Oh, fine, go. Mister, you know how's the weather there?
Zach did. Did Kelsey even finish your question?
No, I didn't even like answer.
Okay, good.
I don't like when people ask
if
me.
you're a girl.
Yeah, that's
You're
actually fucking
online.
super annoying. But I mean offline, I hate when people either A, like ask me what I do on YouTube, and then or B, ask me what anime I like.
I hate it when people ask me how's school going. And I'm like,
That's actually so true.
and then they're like, I don't go to school. Like,
Oh my god. Dude, oh, you're triggering me right now. Okay, alright.
triggered everybody today.
Okay, so I went to a party with my friend. She's like super antisocial. Hey, I know you don't listen to this, so it's fine.
Link it to her.
So
Link it to her.
yeah, yeah, I'll probably link it to her. I'll probably link the specific time frame of it. So she was like, "Hey, you want to go to this party?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And she's like, "Wow, really?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not that antisocial, you bastard." She's like, "Oh, okay, let's go then." So then we went, and she's just being like super antisocial, and she was like, "Wow, you're actually talking to people." I'm like, "Yes, I can actually communicate with humans when I want to. I'm not just an asshole who just sits in my room going, fuck life, fuck these people."
You're not a filthy neat.
Yeah. And then her classmates asked me like, "Hey, so what do you do?" It's like, "You going to school?" I'm like, "Nah, I went with the joke. Yeah, I go to school in my house," and like, I don't, they didn't respond to it afterwards. So I'm like, oh, I guess it went either A, went over
Get
their
away
heads,
from
or
the freak over there.
or they just didn't want to bother with the follow-up question. And I was like, genuinely, like, I was like, oh man, this is an okay joke. Maybe they'll like just answer it or whatever. Like they'll ask me a follow-up question, being like, "Oh, so what do you do then?" And I was gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I do IT support," but no one asked me that. I'm like, fuck. It just seems like I'm a stay-at-home person. So yeah, that's my.
Yeah, what do you guys think everyone should do at least once in their lives?
So
Suck some dick.
Suck a dick. I mean, let's be real. Once you suck a dick,
I mean, I guess
you'll be
drive
like,
across
you
the
fucking know.
continent. Drive across the country every now and then.
Do some road tripping.
Yeah, road tripping. That's how you build bonds.
It's friendships right there, dudes.
Oh, I was sick.
Yeah, fucking did it finally.
By
Get kicked in the
build
balls.
bonds, you mean like
Yeah.
realize like how much everyone around you farts and like you can't like roll down the windows.
Hey,
Especially
that
when
was
you're
the
sitting in the
cows.
back seat.
Yeah, it's fucking bad.
Fucking Abe.
Everyone needs to work fucking retail, because fuck, dude, that's the only way you
man.
learn to appreciate humanity as a whole.
You'll either like learn to hate humanity or like really appreciate the people in your life.
No, okay, so you learn to
It'll
appreciate
open your eyes.
the people close to you, and you learn to appreciate people who do this shit for a living.
I was alive?
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? Don't disregard that.
I would
I was
say
wondering why you
eat
didn't get
some
up.
weird shit. Like, there's some
Like
weird ass shit you can
rice and
eat.
stuff.
Like fucking
Rice.
Refried beans.
There's
Now, that
this
shit's
fucking-
weird.
What the
thing
fuck?
that me and my fucking family, I'm gonna sandbag that shit. So it's something I learned from my uncle. And essentially, you kill a goat, and then you fucking shave its fur, and then you cut it up into little bits. You get rid of all the intestines and garbage shit that you're not gonna deal with cleaning with, and then you dig a hole, and then you wrap up the pieces of meat, and then you just leave them in the ground.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what the
And then
technique
basically-
is called.
You bake it in the ground.
Yeah.
And then you pull up the goat, and then you eat its face. And then you're a man. But seriously, eating goat face was like the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. I was like, this shit's pretty fucking kick-ass.
Did you eat it? Did you eat its balls, or was
What
it?
about three penis wine?
Yes. Oh yeah, 3 penis wine.
Okay,
But yeah.
you're gonna have to explain the three penis wine thing.
It's a thing. It's an aphrodisiac used by weird Chinese people, where it combines deer penis, dog penis, and snake penis into a
Snake
wine.
penis, huh?
I feel like definitely deer penis is doing most of the work there. That's not the point. Anyway. Oh, this one's for Zarky.
Why is it me?
Because fucking Tom R wants to know, what would your dream car be?
I feel like we've had. Yeah, no, okay.
I
You
definitely
personally
asked
asked
you
me
this.
this.
I've
Yes.
actually definitely asked you this. But just do a quick once over then for fucking Tom.
A Nissan GTR, the Godzilla, the R34, the fucking badass JDM cars ever.
Fucking Tom
Continue,
asking
go.
questions.
I want a Maserati.
Shut the fuck up right now. Don't you be talking to me about Italian bullshit cars.
I want a Ferrari. wait. I want a Rolls Royce.
You wanna know my favorite car used to be? A Chrysler 300C. And it's the ugliest
Got a picture
car
up
I
right
ever
now.
saw in my whole fucking life. And I haven't. I think it's because I played. What is it?
Midnight
What's
Club.
that fucking Midnight Club? Yes. And I thought it was the sickest car ever. And like,
I forgot about Midnight Club. That was a fun
Dude,
game.
Midnight Club is badass.
it's a badass game.
What's
Midnight
the
Club 3?
fucking car that Childish Gambino, Don Glover, says in that one song? Like a Fisker? You know what a Fisker is? I don't know what that is.
Fister?
A Fisker or something? Fister?
I know
Fisker's
I know
the
what
making
you're
noise when
talking
they start
about,
up
but
the-
I don't remember the.
Just so you know.
Yeah, I need to listen to the song in order to be able to.
It
Like,
is
but you
a-
can just search
it's
up
a-
like Donald
it's a-
Glover song.
I mean, it is a car. It's called the Fisker. mean, it's a
Fisker Vroom
brand.
Vroom. I'm just kidding. It doesn't really go
Fisker
vroom vroom.
Karma.
Top of
I
the holy
guess.
totem.
Yeah.
Fish forever. $1 million was not the quota.
I'll link a
Got
picture of
penthouse
it.
on both coasts.
I'm fucking doing the counters right.
Yeah.
No.
What is something that a ton of people are obsessed with, but you just don't understand the point of?
Trends.
A lot. There's a lot. Actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things I've been really.
Here's one. Vaping. I'm like, I
mean, I could understand vaping because my brother used to be a huge smoker. Now he vapes because.
Yeah, but
It's-
isn't
But like, no one
vaping
goes around
more
doing
tobacco,
smoke
though?
tricks. Like,
Dude, fucking smoking
It's
in
like not as
general,
much
I
as a
don't
cigarette.
understand.
same, but-
Okay. I'm
Like,
I
I
always
fucked
make
a
the joke
fucking...
that.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. Oh fuck. you
I'll
see me
go,
whooping my
'cause
ass and
you're
I'm
fucking
trying to
playing. I fucking smoked like one cigarette in my life, and it was not pleasant, and I have no idea until I like thought about it a little bit. Like, how the fuck do people get into smoking?
I'm not.
Because
Yeah, that's
like smoking a cigarette, like there's not like I can understand like cocaine because it's like like
Addictive.
immediate. Like fucking heroin, you fucking shoot that shit in your vein, and you're like, bleh. And then with like alcohol, you can like feel the buzz after drinking a little bit of something, you know.
After
But
3
with-
or 4.
But with like smoking, it's just like, yep, my mouth tastes like ash. Yep, my throat kind of hurts.
I wish my mouth tasted like ash, if you know what I'm saying.
Fucking like no, my clothes smell like smoke, and I'm gonna smell like smoke forever, and I'm gonna keep smelling smoke on my face and hair and hands.
Some people like the smell, weirdly enough.
And it's just like, this sucks.
I
Why
think
would
we
anyone
do have
do
some
it? Like,
essences
like,
of
you don't even
like,
fucking
tobacco itself.
Like, you don't even feel good or anything. Like, it's really weird. It makes you feel kind
Yeah.
of shitty. But like,
I mean,
whenever I ask people who do smoke, they're always like, "Well, my brother smokes," or "Yeah, my parents smoke, so I guess I just kind of started." Or like, "Yeah, my uncle and dad smoked, and I wanted to like fit in with them and have something, so I started smoking." And it's like, that seems like such a stupid ass reason to fucking
It's like
do
me
something
with
so
my
terrible
brother.
to your life.
Like, I drink because I wanted to connect with my brother because I don't talk to him.
And it's just so weird to me. I mean, I don't get that. I mean, I can understand like a culture thing, like with the French people, because everyone fucking does it.
I guess something that's been on my mind, I guess, is I've talked to Kelsey about this. It's like representation and things.
Like
You know, like how people wanted someone not Scarlett Johansson for the
oh, okay, I see what you
movie,
mean.
for the Ghost in the Shell movie.
I didn't care about representation. I just wanted someone who actually
Yeah, I
looked
know,
like the character.
but the thing is, people cared about it really hard.
True.
I mean, I saw the film. I thought it was okay. It wasn't like
I saw the film and was like, all right. And then I watched like the old animation, and I was just like, what the fuck? They did this shit frame by frame? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but you see, I'm just using the film as a example.
yeah.
My thing is
I
representation.
think I get what you mean. Like in
Like how Asian people are always like, man, there's never enough Asian people in Hollywood.
Yeah, I was about to say like it was a really big
Or-
deal when fucking The Great Wall came out, and it had like predominantly Chinese actors outside of like the 3 big Hollywood stars.
Yeah, and they're like,
Like Matt
hey,
Damon.
what's with all these white people?
And then
You know what?
how fucking Black Panther, and it was like, yeah, it's got a bunch of black actors.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people were like, yeah, black representation.
Yeah.
I just never really understood it, and I've talked to Kelsey about this, and she's given me a talking about it.
What do you mean a talk? This sounds negative.
Is
I
it
mean,
not?
not necessarily.
You get no representation.
It's like a neutral wording.
Yeah, we talked about it. We had a discussion.
She shed some light on it, but still, it's really weird for me.
Yeah, I don't super get that either.
Yeah,
I went big brain for a
I
second.
feel like
when
it's
I explained.
super it's super unneeded. I don't care as long as it's good.
Yeah, give me a good plot. Make sure the characters are well developed. The scenes are moving along properly, not just like
That
making up
the
fucking-
actor does a good job in portraying. Give me that. I don't care if it's like
Yeah, like I didn't.
black man, Asian man,
I don't know
white
if
man.
fucking Scarlett
Hispanic
was
man.
in it. I would have liked a person who looked the part better, but she did a good job acting it. Like it was fine.
Yeah.
She's a good actress.
yeah, like Lucy.
Oh, you bitch! Please.
Have you guys ever taken an interest in a specific piece of art or painting? Scarlett.
I am.
Jade.
Yes.
I am not
Just
much
kidding.
of an art man.
There's fucking
Yes,
this one
actually.
painting. Hold on, let me fucking.
There's this one painting of like orange just set on fire behind a blue backdrop.
There's this one painting, and it's just like this insane madness of like demons and fucking and torture devices, and it's absolutely fucking nuts. Like there's so much weird shit in it, and I can't think of the name right now. I'm trying to fucking find a name of it. It's like the something. Fucking hell.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess while you think
whenever
on
you
it.
guys go, I'm trying to find
Okay.
that shit.
Like I said, I'm not much of an art person, but I definitely do like when it comes to like death and like people drawing what they interpret death as. It's definitely that's usually what catches my eye because I'm like that's intriguing. it's always like ugh. It's always enlightening to see that people don't always see death as this like fearful like thing, and it's more or less embraced by like, because you're showing your more that you're what's the word, you fucking damn it,
Memento Mori.
no, you've embraced that you are immortal and you can't die.
That's
anything
called
can
Memento
evolve.
Mori.
Okay, yeah, thanks, buddy. You know, because I don't know definitions of words.
I only know
simple
that because Persona 3.
man.
Okay, I found it. It's called. If you're listening to this, Google the Garden of Earthly Delights.
Damn, he doesn't want to put it on the video.
No, it's
I'll
got.
put it there.
I'll fucking put it there. I mean, it's got titties, but who cares? If I can put educational on it, it'll be fine. So it's
Yeah,
a
pretty
painting
much.
of like just this surrealist, like
Comic
crazy
books,
ass shit, right? And like on one hand, like you have these weird like structures that you like. I've learned like are artist representations of fucking demons, and it's like there's one that's just like a fucking ass, like a fucking taint, like someone's ass and like where the balls would be, and instead of fucking that. Oh no, it's not an ass. It's fucking ears. It's like a pair of ears right next to each other, and then in between them is a fucking knife. Like it's so much like weird shit, and it's just like what the fuck. And like the more you look at it, the more you're like, there's so much weird shit. Like this guy was so fucked up. There's like fucking weird pillars and buildings in the background that are like coated in like people parts and like flesh towers and fucking like it's crazy. It's crazy. There's a fucking vagina wall and like penis towers. It's fucking crazy.
Orange is on fire, man.
There's like all these fucking torture devices and people being like tubed up and banging and it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Look it up.
Damn.
It's a good piece of art.
Yeah. Like, I've actually been meaning to go to the Getty Museum, which is like a super famous like a art museum here in Southern California.
It's pretty
And
good. I like going to museums.
yeah, I always enjoy going to museums. People think friend wise, not you guys. They always think like, oh, I thought you don't like doing stuff like that. I'm like, what the? I enjoy.
You don't like
knowledge.
doing.
Yeah, I don't like doing stuff. Fucking, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude, I enjoy like learning more outside of like whatever I'm currently doing or whatever.
I like the Great Waves of Kanagawa. They're always nice.
We should actually I don't even think you can record inside that museum.
No.
You usually can't record in museums.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
What about you, Kelsey? What's your favorite piece of art?
Me clearly.
Oh
The
yeah.
Mona Lisa.
The Mona Kelsey.
I really like. No, it's not, I guess it's an ongoing joke, but in the MoMA there's just like in the MoMA there's just like a blank canvas.
You fucking piece of shit.
I'm like modern art. Fucking love it. No, I
Blank
don't,
piece of canvas.
yeah, I
Blank
don't really know.
canvas.
I don't really go to museums that
Wow.
often. I like artists, but like
You go to a
usually
museum
like
at
ones
least
that aren't like. I mean, I guess like people that are still alive.
I don't know if you guys saw A Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson.
Oh, it's a good ass movie.
Yeah. But yeah, that one like. Think of what you want about what's his
Wilson.
name? Fucking no, not Owen Wilson. The
Ben Stiller.
director. Ben Stiller's not in that film. Fuck I can't remember his name, but I always like. Oh man, I hate podcasts just because I always blank out on every fucking name.
I don't know why you guys blank
As soon
out.
as the camera comes on, dude. Like.
Yeah, dude. Camera.
Immediately,
Camera
answers
shy.
start flowing through my mind.
William. No, it's not William. It's shoot.
Benjamin.
Someone please look it up for me. But I mean, AKA you, Jacob. Like, look it up for me right now.
William Dafoe.
I mean,
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
I mean, what are you referring to? here? Like
Look at Midnight in Paris director.
oh, the director.
He's, huh?
The director.
Yes.
Like I thought you were referring to like one of the characters or something.
Oh no. Woody Allen. There you go. Like think of what you
William
want.
Allen.
William Allen. Yeah. Think of what you want about him, but he really does create pretty good films, and I'm always like, even though the majority of his films are always something about like sexual stuff, and I can care less about that. But when he actually does like focus on other stuff, so for example, what I want to say by Midnight in Paris, it's just Owen Wilson traveling back in time and him just experiencing the 1920s of Paris, and he's just meeting like Fitzgerald, F. Scott Fitzgerald. What's his name?
In the movie, Owen Wilson's like a writer.
Yes, he's Jacob.
And yeah, he's me, and he's going back in time and meeting like F. Scott Fitzgerald and fucking all like these 1920s, like golden age artists and authors. Fucking what's his name? Ernest Hemingway and
Yeah,
like all the fucking big players back then.
he's like meeting like the beginning of Salvador Dali.
Oh, yeah, it's just like a really dumb movie about that shit, but it's like the whole thing about it is like he always says how like yeah, that was such like a golden age for fucking literature and art, and how like today's stuff just doesn't have like that same love and passion. And essentially what he learns is that I won't spoil the movie, but basically like you can't keep looking back at the past and say that it's better than now because nostalgia and shit. Like you gotta appreciate the time you live in.
Yeah.
Check out the movie, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We are endorsed.
Woody Allen would never endorses. He does not believe in the internet.
The next question is from Kelly B, and wants to know, describe your life using a movie title.
Okay.
Psycho.
Tom Beavers. I don't know why that came to my mind.
Alien versus Predator. Terminator.
Fucking terminating people's lives.
Oh yeah, I guess you could describe my life as Ponyo.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Rambo.
Rambo.
Well, I can't really think of other movies right now.
He's trying to be funny.
What
That's
about you,
right.
Kelsey?
I was mostly gonna make jokes too.
That's fine.
Fuck. I'm trying to think of like, I had it in my head and I just like lost it. Oh yeah, Godzilla.
King of all monsters.
I was gonna say the Fantastic Four, but more like the Fantastic Chore. But like, you know, fucking suffering. Titanic, you know, like.
Okay, Kelsey, your big giant boat. You be killing people. You killed hundreds of thousands of people's lives.
No, I'm talking about the tragic ass situation.
We're using movie title
To describe your life.
Save your
Fucking Stand and Deliver.
Stand by Me.
Stand by.
Benjamin Button.
It.
The Curious Life.
One Missed Call.
Hush.
The Grudge.
It comes at night.
Paranormal Activity.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, Slender Man.
They look like people.
Boston Chronicles.
I can marry, make a porno.
Secret Life of
Zack and Cody.
Jimmy
It's not a
Neutron.
movie. Those are movies.
Yeah, it is. Jimmy Neutron was first a movie.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron
before it
Boy
came
No, it
Genius.
wasn't.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Neutron
you
Boy
watched it?
Genius.
It
I
was.
thought that movie came after.
No.
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 It's
Why is
first.
that so serious about this?
I'm fucking serious about fucking Jimmy Neutron, Kelsey. Don't you be talking shit about Jimmy Neutron.
Digimon the movie.
Yeah, Digimon the movie.
What other movies have we watched?
We'll move to the next question.
Halloween.
Oh shit, you probably shouldn't ask us these kind of things, because we're not good, and this is a joke podcast. but you asked like 3 days ago, so I'll bring it up.
The Punisher.
Gone. Just gonna keep going with this question. Quick.
This
We
comes
can move on
from
before I think of other stuff. Like,
Natalie. She says that her boyfriend recently cheated on her. Sorry to hear about that, by the way. And she cares about him still, but doesn't know what exactly to do. And is pulling her friends right now for advice. And she's asking us, specifically Kelsey, and us as a side,
As
if
guys.
we want to care. If we want to answer, we can. What we think she should do.
Did you confront him about it?
yeah, definitely
yeah,
make
interesting.
sure that he knows that you know.
From my perspective, I'm pretty hard on the not giving any second chances on the cheating side of things.
Yeah.
So I say fucking dump his ass. Fucking slam dunk him right into the trash can. Like
I'm with
serious.
Jacob.
Like
No. I
if
mean,
being in like a committed relationship like that is a big deal, and that's like a lot of trust. And to break that is like super fucked up. Like I could never trust anybody again. And when I was dating, I made it very clear that like, yo, like this isn't like a 3 strikes you're out situation. If I find out that you cheat on me, like it's done, we're over. Like I'm not gonna ever talk to you again. Like straight up, it's fucking super gone. Like I know it's not like a thing you want to like think about or talk about, but like it is a thing, like in a relationship that you should at least like talk about.
address.
Especially if you're like me and like I have personal reasons for being super on the no cheating side, because stuff that happened with my grandmother. But like I would never cheat on anyone ever, and if anyone were to do that to me, like nah, you're out of my life. Like it's over. And I would highly recommend that you do the same. Fucking like block his ass on Facebook and all that shit.
Don't even be using Facebook.
Yeah, get off Facebook.
Step
if you delete
one,
your
get off
Facebook,
fucking
Step one.
Facebook.
Step
Facebook,
one.
yes.
Forget about Facebook.
make a MySpace, add him, and then
Go back
block
to
him
MySpace,
again.
yes. No, go to High Five.
Fucking block his number, like complete. Get him out of your life. That's me. That's what I say.
But on the other note, like don't. I would say don't waste your time feeling bad about it, because clearly, if I mean, I feel like, you know, in my opinion, like sometimes people can come back from that, but it really like it's like really bad flag.
It is important to say, and from like psychologist standpoint, not saying I'm a psychologist, but I learned this via research and shit. But like when people cheat, like 90% of the fucking time, it's not because of you, it's because of them and like
It's not
fucked up
you.
shit in their head.
It's me.
So don't feel like you're inadequate or anything.
Yeah, definitely don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah.
Because don't be like, oh, he didn't like me because I wasn't good enough. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's not why people cheat.
you're good. Moistcast here.
You're beautiful.
Moistcast got you.
What's her name again? Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie.
Natalie, you're
Fuck.
good. You're perfect the way you are. Why this guy cheat on you, and yeah, that's fucked, and like you deserve good things.
Like Kelsey's about to ask you out right now.
Fuck, I'm about.
About to ask you
I
out.
meant
Yo,
to
girl,
swipe
you
it in there. I'm sorry.
She's about to dump Xavier for you.
No. She's not gonna dump me. She's gonna cheat on me.
Don't worry, man. I got you. I got your handies right here, man.
I guess on a more realistic.
He's already
note,
married anyway.
Fucking...
There has been cheating on me this whole time with Dave.
You right.
He's
on a
been
more
playing Final
serious
Fantasy
note,
15.
I would definitely say, like, talk about it, think about it, know what you want to do. Like, if you're willing to forgive, you know, make that known. But, you know, let him know where you're like, yeah, you're gonna have to work at this or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's not impossible to come back from it, but really,
You
like,
gotta
did he
build
treat you
trust.
shitty before? Like, if he just treated you, if the treatment in general wasn't like good at all, like in general, and it's not like really worth continuing, or you don't think you can like ever get over it, then just move on.
Yeah,
It's gonna be better for both you guys.
yeah, relationships are complicated. So there's a lot of things that, you
You're
know,
right.
there's
They
no
go into the
real,
works of it.
yeah, white or black answer here.
It's like, yeah, this is like generic because I don't know you guys.
Yeah, I don't know you, and my go-to is fucking dump that bitch. Like, I can't be any harder on the fucking...
I'll punish her.
Get that shit out of here. Fucking go jump on another dick, it's fine.
Jesus.
Send him pictures.
Yeah, if you really want to get back at him, just start sending photos of random internet girls.
You being happy.
You being happy, yeah.
You like smiling at a beach with like friends and shit.
Meeting dudes.
And
or girls.
if anything,
whatever
if he did treat you bad, and if all this was all going on, I'd say the first step would be try and forget about the person.
Yeah, that'd be hard to.
Try to distract your mind from it.
Yeah.
And do like a hobby or something.
Yeah, try to
Yeah,
find like, a
hobbies,
new
right.
Get some you time.
Yeah. I definitely like as like a somewhat related to this type of thing. I've always felt that like American culture is very wants you to be in a relationship. But I'd highly recommend, you find you first, Natalie.
Yeah.
You right, because mass media is like, a relationship will solve all your problems. And then you're like, that's not how it works, though.
Like every fucking rom-com ever is just like, everything is terrible and we can't be together. And then they find a way to be together and it's like, everything is perfect now. That's not real life. That's not how that works. But yeah, don't feel bad for being single or anything. Be you. Enjoy some single time.
And give me your number.
Also, yeah, hook us up with your number.
Me especially.
Yeah, Kelsey would be all up in there.
Find your DMs where I just socially be like, hey, and I like get a socially awkward and never talk to you again. Friendship with me in a nutshell. Okay, next question.
Yeah, let's try to find something a little bit lighter. She got real there for a little bit.
We really went in
Yeah.
on him.
Oh shit, someone's knocking on my door. Fuck.
Knock, 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 it's me. Knock, 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 it's me.
Let's knock this.
It's me. It's me.
Oh, this will be kind of fun.
Oh, I scared Nikki. I knocked and Nikki like freaked out. He like sprung up and he's like, "Who's there?" Nikki, what are you doing? You're okay. No one was there. Hey, it was mommy.
Alright, here's a fun one. Richard wants to know, hey, do you guys have any of those old like scary stories memorized that you think would be fun to share?
Old scary stories memorized?
He uses examples like the one with where the girl hears a dripping and she has a dog under her bed, but then the dripping is her dog, and it's like, whoa.
That's what I was gonna tell.
Like fucking. Then who was phone?
I thought I meant like the stories that I talked about, like the one in my house.
Oh no. These are the examples he put.
I don't know any scary story.
Like the Hook Man, I guess.
I don't know the Hook Man.
You don't know the Hook Man?
I don't know a lot of things. I didn't have friends.
I have a lot of these because I'm fucking all there. Have you heard the one about the fucking angel statue?
Probably. Is it the same as the Doctor Who thing?
No.
Okay, then no.
Alright, so it's a babysitter, right? And she gets paid, the parents going out on a date night, and they pay this like, I don't know, like a 16-year-old girl to go to this fucking, to watch their kids. And she gets there and they're heading out, and everything's normal, and maybe an hour goes by, it's like 9 o'clock already, gotta put the kids to bed because they're little. So she puts the kids to bed, and normally she's not allowed to watch TV because it's like it's bad for the kids. So like there's no TV in like the living room, but now since the kids are going to bed, she goes to the parents' bedroom to watch TV. But being the good lady that she is, she starts watching, and then like she's like, oh, I should probably ask if this is okay. So like she calls up the parents. We're on their dinner date. She calls the restaurant, goes through, And then she's like, hey, is it cool if I watch TV in your guys' bedroom, right?
Mhm.
And the parents are like, yeah, it's fine, of course.
But there is no TV in our
And
bedroom.
then they're watching she's watching the TV, and then like since like they're on the line, they're like, hey, how are the kids? You know, just like light conversation, making sure the kids are all right. And then after a little bit, like before like she hangs up, she's like, hey, is it cool if I cover like this weird angel statue you have in the corner of your room? It's kind of creeping me out. And then
AKA replace that with clown, etc.
yeah, but there's like a weird silence, and then the parents are like, we don't have an angel statue. And then like when the parents get back, the kids are missing, and the 16-year-old girl is found dead in the bed.
I don't know any, but basically like anything in like scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah.
In those books, like definitely look at them. They came out, I think, in like the 1980s.
Some of that shit's like still kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Have you?
The art definitely
one
fucked me up.
One that was really like fucking highlighted to me was this one story called Harold.
Oh yeah, that one. Fuck that one.
This is a scarecrow, the Stitch scarecrow that bleeds
Yeah.
and makes noises.
So fucked up.
Like, look at this fucking artist. Like,
Yeah, I'll put
And
like a
you
couple
want-
pictures from.
you
Scary
literally
Stories
like
to tell
want to
them
die.
That shit was aimed for kids.
Oh, the big toe. I'm like, fuck my life. I
Oh,
don't like
dude,
that
fucking
story.
Big toe.
Ah, dude, what is that? Oh, dude, I
Let me-
fucking. Oh yeah, I
Let
remember
me
that.
summarize it.
Oh man, fucking. There was one of these that was my favorite. I'm telling you guys, it's real quick, alright? Alright, so there's this motel, and this one motel room is cursed, right? And the priest goes in, and he fucking stays in there, and then it's fucking midnight, and then like he goes to the fucking like bathroom, and when he comes out, he sees a pair of like floaty bleeding hands, and it's like bloody fingers, and the priest runs out screaming, right? And,
Yeah.
There's a nurse, and she's like, I don't believe in fucking ghosts. So she stays there, and she goes to the bathroom, and the same shit happens with fucking floating hands. It's fucking bloody all over the shit. It's like bloody fingers. And she's like, oh no. And then fucking there's this one dude. He's a fucking rock star, right? He goes in there with his guitar, and he's like, I don't give a shit about ghosts. And he goes in there, and he stays in there. And then when he comes out of the bathroom, the hands are there, and they're like, bloody fingers. And then he's like, yo man, get yourself a band-aid. And then he still plays a guitar solo.
Oh yeah.
And that shit's my favorite. I used to tell that shit all the time.
That these stories are from the scary.
Scary stories
book.
to tell in the dark.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there
right.
you go, yeah.
All they ever were is just like
I also
old
don't know
folk
what the
tales.
question is. So.
Oh no, it's just like,
Um,
hey, do you guys know any like those old cliche horror stories?
Favorite one from Scary Stories in general is the big toe one where he's like, hey, what's this weird piece of meat in the ground? And then he like takes it and they put it in soup and they're like, good meat, and they eat it. And then it's like, where's my big toe? Where's my big toe? I'm a spooky ghost. Woo! And he's like, oh, go away. And he's like, you've got my big toe. And he like kills him, I guess, but not really.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
kids-
Isn't it like you ate my toe, so now I'm going to eat you?
That's an alternate version.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah.
both are. Part of the thing.
My favorite one from that one is the girl with the red ribbon around her neck.
Yeah.
Fucking, she like meets a boy, and then like the boy is like, hey, why do you wear that? And she's like, I want to take it off. Or like, I think he asked her, hey, can you take it off? And she's like, okay. And then her head falls off, and the dude's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's like a weird variant of that for like this one story. I don't remember the origin, but it's like it's about this like hunter who goes out in like a winter to try to like find game to like save his kid or something. But then, like his kid dies, and then he lives alone for a little while. And then one day he comes home from like a really bad hunt, and there's this fucking like hot ass wolf babe in his house. And then he's
Wolf
like,
and Spice?
and he's
Oh
like,
yeah, that.
yeah, and he's like, who the fuck are you? And she's like, yo, I'm here to help you survive because you're a man of nature and you're a good man. And she says like a rule, like every like full moon or something like that, she has to like leave. And he's like, why? And she's like, I can't tell you, and it's important that I can never tell you. And he's like, all right. And then like years and years go by, and like they have kids and shit, and he starts like a new family. And then like one night, like they're sleeping in their little house out in the woods, and fucking like she gets up and like goes to do her thing that she always does. And then he's like, you know, I'm gonna follow her this time because you know we have kids and like have been together for years. Like you gotta tell me like a reason like why she does this. Like I know I deserve to know. And like he follows her, and then like he sees that like she puts on like the skin of a wolf and just becomes like a wild animal and like runs around all night. And then like when she comes back, she's like, hey, I know you saw me and now I have to go away forever. And then she takes his kids and leaves.
Damn.
I guess the morals of the stories are fucking don't bother your wife.
Yeah.
Fucking let her have secrets. Damn.
What's the time on this?
We're going on for quite a while actually. I wasn't paying attention to the time.
Oh, it's a bit of a surprise. You want to do one more, or should we like?
Yeah, let's do one more. Let me try to find a fun one real quick.
All right. Also, I want to say, should we talk about the video?
Which one?
The vloggy one, which is just us eating the noodles.
Yeah, if you want to.
All right. Just do it after the question then.
Trying to find a fun one.
The pressure's getting to you. Which one's the first one, Kelsey?
What?
Which one's the first one?
Of what?
The picture.
God, I don't even know. I'll look real quick.
None of these are like fun. These are just questions.
Well, you go.
Here's one that's kind of good. If you were to transport
I think it's just
into
the cover.
any movie or video game universe, what video game or movie universe would you like to go into?
Absolutely, Persona
Ready Player
5.
One.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I got Persona 3 is too serious. Persona 2 is too serious. Persona 4, I don't like the characters that much. I mean, I love them, but like not Marie. But you know,
Dang,
Persona
shots
5,
fired.
they're good. They're good kids.
Damn.
But I'd be too old, huh? I couldn't hang out with a bunch of teenagers.
I mean, that's why you go back to
I'd have to go to like Catherine or something, or like a different Atlas place. But I'd be okay in
Just Atlas
Catherine
universe.
because like,
You're really good at like puzzle games.
no, because I'm a girl, and like
But,
it only
okay.
affects guys.
Oh yeah.
oh.
Right. Completely forgot about that aspect of it.
Because Catherine likes dick.
For sure.
The first thing that popped into my head was this book called Little Brother, which, Jacob, I implore you to read.
I'll definitely check it out.
It's so like this. It's not sci-fi or anything like that. It's just basically this high schooler dude. He's like just like the long story short, that they sneak out of his class to go play this like mobile game, like this mobile Japanese game. I'm not really. It's like what Pokemon is, but you know, it's like that type of game. And so when they go to the bar in San Francisco, explosion goes off. He and his 3 other friends get kidnapped by Homeland Security, and they get questioned by Homeland saying like, "Hey, you guys terrorists?" Blah blah blah. It's like, how come your shit's encrypted? Blah blah blah. Like these kids are just like super tech savvy, and they know what the fuck they're doing. and then like it's just them fighting against the government, like trying to like prove that Homeland Security is terrible and why we should like recreate a better government or like governing society. There you go.
I don't know if there's any like universe I would like to live in outside of ours. Like there's a couple
Well,
universes I think
Dragon Ball universe.
that I think are really cool, like fucking Dragon Ball universe. But like a lot of the universes I think are cool are really shitty for not main characters. Like everyone fucking like I'm just gonna be one of the people that gets blown up on Earth. Like cool. I guess maybe I can hang out with Yamcha. Maybe. Like I like the Warhammer universe a whole bunch because it's like crazy cool and metal. But I never want to live there because I'm a huge pussy and will probably get eaten by something.
Now here's a plot. Here's like a twist to it. Do you get said powers of your character that you made in that world, or are you just you?
I mean, I would assume it's just you. When you
I
just
feel like you
live
have to
in the
fit
universe.
through the. You have to fit in with the universe, though.
I mean, I don't know. Fucking...
Come on, man. You know you want to be a part of that universe with that badass. Oh, I don't insert Warframe that you play.
It'd be pretty
here.
cool to be in like a fighting game universe where you can like chuck fireballs and shit. Like if I can just like fucking throw a Reppuken, like that'd be fucking sick as hell, dude. I don't know. I guess Warframe would be kind of cool. You get your own little spaceship, you fly around space really fast. You get a cat.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Uncle Kitty cat.
Yeah, that'd be neat, I guess.
You don't sound very excited about this question.
Well, because I don't want to spend my life getting like fucking dealing with Grenier assholes all the time.
But you get to live in a like a thick
Like fucking
lady.
Okami would be super cool and like really hype, but
Be a
like
dog.
be really shitty because like there's
Just
nothing
be
to
a
do in
dog.
feudal Japan. What am I gonna fucking do?
Die at like 23 years old.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like it's gonna be like nighttime, and then it's gonna be bandits are gonna be there. I'm gonna die, and it's like cool. What chance?
dog's
did I
gonna
stand?
save
It's
your
fucking
ass.
Nighttime.
And you're like, thanks, Okami. And the Abdrasti's like, woof, woof.
And then I'm gonna give her this stray bead I found, and then she's never gonna talk to me ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fucking Dead by Daylight has cool lore, but I don't want to be a part of that shit.
I don't want to get.
Fuck that
That's
shit.
fucked up.
That's why I say something
Yeah.
like Persona or like something where I could just like hang out. What's another game I could just hang out? Like Honey Pop, like. Don't talk shit.
Don't you want to hang out in
Sonic
JoJo's
and-
Bizarre Adventure World?
Sonic and All-Star
Like,
Racing
Stan?
Transformer.
Yeah, man, I'd hang out in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure World. Just
That'd be
fucking
pretty cool, actually. Just I
get
mean,
Stan.
I wouldn't be able to see any
Stando.
people with stands, but that'd be rad still. Or in fucking, depending on what part you go in on, fucking part 7, there's just a part where it's like, if you go through this valley, you come out with a stand.
Or you get shot with an arrow by some douchebag you don't even fucking know. Like,
That doesn't even work 100% of the time.
sometimes you just die.
Yeah. But you use the valley and you're always gonna fucking get a stand.
Alright, well.
Yeah, I guess that just about wraps it up over here.
But now we're gonna talk about that other thing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
so, real quick, in the
I got
last
it. Live in
podcast.
Undertale. Make a joke.
Terrible.
Thank you. Anyway, go on.
So in the last podcast, which I'm assuming the other one will go first before this one.
Yeah,
we-
the pre-butthole explosion podcast is
Yes.
gonna go there. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I guess this
pre-butthole-
makes the post-butthole explosion podcast.
Yes.
How you guys' buttholes doing?
It was fine. Nothing was wrong with it. I was totally fine from it.
I just had like a heated poop where I was just like, this is scary.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I just need to poop it out. I need to
No,
push it
sure.
out. That's all I need to do.
I'm gonna delete these fucking. No, I need to put these in the podcast, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I guess I just have to look at
Um,
them and be uncomfortable. Go on.
So yeah, I don't know why I got sidetracked. We eat the noodles. If you saw the vloggy video thing that I made, and leave a comment saying that you hate it because I hate it because I know I spent a little too much time and a little bit too little time amount.
Well, too much money.
Yeah, I spent too much money fucking on it, and I tried making that little montage as good as I could.
Expanded mind, Ramune.
Show Danny's face.
Show Danny's face, his brother's face. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so in all honesty, I was trying to blur out. Originally I was trying to blur out his brother's face, but I was like, I couldn't get the tracking to work, so I was like, and I got frustrated with it real quick. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm like, who the fuck is gonna look this shit up? No one. So only it's us that are watching it. And so I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. And then I was like, when I like looked up Low Tier God, I was like, I gotta make sure this is right. And I just posted a photo confirming with either you or Xavier, like, hey, is this Low Tier God? So, and then I was like, okay, cool, I used the right photo. But yeah, I tried making all that footage I recorded usable, funny, as funny as possible. So like,
It's pretty good.
if you like the video, leave a like, spread it around. I don't know why you would.
Well, I'll put a little annotation.
If you have more questions to ask us here at the Moistcast, you can send an email to themoistcast@gmail.com. Hey Xavier, what email was that again?
It's Cross Calendar TV at Twitter. You could find me at Gutex on Twitter.
Is this gonna be like an ongoing joke?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't done it in a while. Come on.
But yeah, definitely. You can also ask your questions on Twitter. We got Twitter. We got
We have a Twitter, the Moist Box.
Twitter.
Oh yeah, we have a Patreon. Have we talked about that?
We have
video yet?
No, we have
haven't.
not talked about the Patreon.
Let's not talk about it though.
Let's
We
not
have a
talk about
Patreon,
it.
guys.
We're
We
not
have
talking
one,
about it.
but
And
it's
that's
Shut the
as much
fuck
as
up.
we're gonna
Everybody shut
talk
the fuck
about
up.
it.
secret.
It's a secret Patreon that no one needs to know about because
Not yet.
yeah, it's not yet.
He's a
We're
little
not there
boy.
yet.
He's a little boy. He's not
Please-
ready for the
please
real
give me
world.
money.
No,
I
don't. I mean, yes, but don't.
I need
Give
to,
Jacob money. Give
I
me
need to
money.
get out of this life. They're gonna break my
Go
legs.
back in the fucking dungeon, dude.
Kelsey, please.
Oh. Oh, I also want to. I should probably mention this right now. I did make that joke in the PUBG video that I put out, also that no one saw.
I didn't even watch that video.
Yeah, no, because no one did.
About how the
Like, I
moist
can
box
see it
is
right
just
now.
like all of us just chained in Kelsey's basement.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. So I made that joke because I was like, it's something along the lines of like, freaking Kelsey hits us every time we don't put a video out. Like she hurts us. Send help.
And then, like, the reason we're all on Discord is because you guys are, like, in different cells, like, with one
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah.
And Jacob has shitty internet because he's, like, really far away from, like, the Wi-Fi.
I'm like on the farthest cell.
Yeah, and it has, like, that concrete, like, ceiling in it.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't get anything. But, yeah. Feel free to check us out on our other stuff, and, like, if you like our content, like it, and then check out our other videos. So subscribe.
Spread the word, because we're not gonna do that ourselves.
Okay, bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
I don't. Bye-bye.
Dump that asshole, Natalie.
Bye.
Oh yeah, do that.